Hello. All right. I think my face was on the screen for like 8 seconds or so before I realized that it was on. So, yeah, I was just saying 1 moment, please, for the game capture thingy. HD game capture HD thing. Hello, everybody. Yeah, so we got Josephine here, E10, and Jelly Caressed. Is that right? Yes, it looks like it. Thank you, you guys, everybody. And thank you, Josephine, for joining the other two, E10 and Gently, who are usually always here. So thank you, guys. It's really nice to have people that are here from the start. So, hey, E10. There was a guy at work today who was telling me he was going to Maryland this weekend, and I told him about that T-mode thing that you were going to. I mean, I don't think he's gonna go, but he does watch anime, I guess, while he's doing like treadmill or biking, stationary bike. So anyway, I told him about that T-mode thing, and I showed him the website. So that's pretty cool. I hope you have a good time. Let's see. Well, I finished. So I managed to finish typing out all of the corrections and getting everything put in the Excel sheet from this past weekend. I had like 460 screenshots over the weekend, and I took some more just for corrections and stuff throughout the week. So it turned out to be just shy of about 500 screenshots. So if I can keep doing 500 screenshots a week, I think I'll be pretty happy with that. Just arbitrarily. There's nothing that says I have to do 500, and no reason that I shouldn't be happy if I don't do 500, but anyway. Man, she looks pissed. She's like, so you cheated on me, huh? I've got this pipe. I'm gonna beat your ass. Okay, 20 seconds. Okay, alright. Way to go, Gently. Reducing that lag. I see the word dazzling. Something tells me that the text of this isn't really the text that it's about to say. But, never mind that. I'll give myself some room here. これは昔読んだことがある. I once read this a long time ago. Alright. Ooh, 5,000 per week. Josephine, is that your goal, Josephine? If you could do 5,000 per week, you would be Superwoman. Or there would be very light amounts of text per screenshot. But some of my screenshots, actually, to be honest, a lot of my screenshots have no text in them because I'm taking screenshots in case I make flashcards. In case I make flashcards, as you guys, I don't know, Josephine or Gently, if you were here for Demento, but E10 will remember. When I played Demento, I took screenshots, one with the text, so I'll know what text, to put in, and then I'll take a screenshot without the text, so I know what shot goes with the text, but then without, because when you make flashcards, you don't want the subtitles on the question side of the card, otherwise that'll kind of spoil things. So, especially when you use closed deletion, like I'm doing. If you're just testing yourself on readings of kanji and stuff like that, I guess it wouldn't matter. But if you're like me and are doing a lot of production cards, you don't want to see the answer on the question side. Kind of messes with your recall. Okay. I remember the flashcards. Okay. くだらなくて嘘くさい話ばかりに載ってるオカルト雑誌だ. It's an occult magazine with nothing but silly and dubious stories in it. 冗談として読むにはちょうどいいけど. It's great to read for amusement, though. 自殺や事故死によって急死 Okay. Spider-Man cards win What? Where's this Spider-Man? So 自殺や自己死によって急死した人の霊魂はその自分の死を認識できず、その場にとどまって自足霊になることがある。Is that 自足霊? Yes, 自爆霊, sorry. I was thinking 即爆 and I didn't get the right kanji. I got the 即 when it was 爆. 即 I think is 約束の即 of 即爆. So the souls of people who have died suddenly as a result of suicide or accident, unable to recognize their own death, can remain in a place and become an earthbound spirit. 自爆自爆霊は人としての意識や記憶を失い、死んだ時の痛みや悲しみだけを幾度も幾度も追体験する。Earthbound spirits lose their human consciousness and memory, reliving the pain and sadness of death over and over again. Next year, more hero cards. What are you guys talking about? Is this something from Nintendo Direct? Are there hero cards there? I know there was like a card-based game and everyone was like, no, not a card-based game. そして時にはその苦しみのあまり人に救いを求め、あるいはその生を、I can't remember. It should be in my file. その生を妬み、妬み、妬 like content 妬み憎しみ同じ苦しみを味わせようと生きている人間を引きずり込む。So I'll go ahead and post the text with the reading for 妬む。妬み憎しみ。妬み憎しみ。同じ苦しみをdid I say 味わえる? No, I meant 味合わせようと生きている人間を引きずり込む。Now, you guys might note Flash cards, Spider-Man cards, Flash is a superhero, as well as a remembering card delay. Dealy. Pretty sure that's what Gently was going for, right? Yeah, I think you are right, Josephine. Good job. And Lucidic Jack is here. I don't know who that is. Let me see this. Nope, he's left already. Oh well. He must have gotten here by mistake. Okay. So, aji awaseru. If anybody can find a dictionary entry for that, congratulations, but I couldn't find any for aji awaseru, so I asked my coworker about that the other day, and he said that aji awaseru means like to share in something, or to make someone share in this case, your pain. So the earthbound spirits attempt to make others share in their pain. So it kind of sounds like the spirits, some of the spirits from Fatal Frame 5. Okay. Sometimes in their suffering they seek help from people, or if spitefully jealous of those with life, they drag down living humans in order to share with them the same suffering. Now, I don't think we need the word same. I mean, in Japanese it says onaji kurushimi. To share the same suffering with them. Maybe. In order to share the same suffering with them. I guess that sounds a little better. I don't know why. Oh, the reason I think I didn't do that the first time is because it's ambiguous as to whether the earthbound spirits want to share the pain of the humans, or they want to share their pain with the humans. So I don't think they want to take on the humans' pain in order to share the same suffering. They want the humans to take on their pain and feel what they're feeling. But I didn't really know how to disambiguate that in the translation. So sometimes in the seven they seek help from people, or are spitefully jealous of those with life. They drag down living humans in order to share the same suffering with them. In order to share their suffering with them. Yeah, see, if I just say they drag down living humans in order to share their suffering with them, that would mean that they're trying to take on some of the human suffering, or it could mean that. I suppose ghosts do lose their physical form, so they literally lose their humanity, but I just can't buy that ghosts just automatically turn evil because they hurt. Yeah, I don't know. I kind of agree with you, Josephine. I don't know why they would turn evil just because they hurt. Aji awaseru to aji awaseru. Aji wawaseru. Oh yeah, aji wawaseru means to give someone a taste of. Aji awaseru means to share something. どちらが正しい日本語ですか? I don't even think that's a valid question because I think they're both correct. 元の形は味わうですよね。味わいという名詞形もあることですし、そうすると、語感は和行ですから、活用させると味わわない、味わいます、味わうとき、味わえば、味わいとなって味わわせるが正しい。しかし、和と和が2つ続いて発音しにくいために、同音回避で最初の和から W が落ちて R になった。それで味合わせるという形ができたのではないでしょうか。Oh, he's just saying, maybe that's what happened. 味合うを新明解国語辞典で引いてみると、味わうの誤った乖離形。正しい形は味わわせるですが、味合わせるも間違った形として定着しつつあるというところでしょうか。Okay. 味合わせる is not a real word, but people use it apparently. Okay. So should I believe that it's the same as aji wawaseru, or is it what my coworker told me? I'm going to believe my coworker because I asked him specifically, is it supposed to be aji wawaseru? And he said no. Aji wawaseru doesn't mean the same thing as aji awaseru. So to him, same for ginormous, but English is more willing to put nonsense in the dictionaries. Maybe. Maybe English speakers have more people with the free time to put stuff like that into dictionaries. Because there's more English speakers available. But in a country where most of your population is getting to be elderly, maybe they don't have the staff needed to put frivolous words in the dictionary. Yes, it's the same thing. So aji awaseru is the same as to give someone a taste of and not to share in. I think your coworker is pulling your leg. I don't know. He is a smart guy, and I trusted his judgment pretty well. Aji awaseru. Believe nothing if it was April 1st. I don't know what day it was. I don't know. I don't think it was yesterday. Sorry, we should be good. I mean, I guess when you share something with someone, you give them a taste. Like, will you share that, I don't know, delicious looking tea biscuit with me? Then you share it to have them taste it. So you could use share in either case anyway. So we can kind of loophole this one into getting us the meaning that we want. So sometimes in their suffering they seek help from people, or are spitefully jealous of those with life, they drag down living humans in order to share the same suffering with them. In order to share in the same suffering. In order to share with them their suffering. Does that sound like it's the ghost suffering? How about that? Can you guys read that now? Sometimes in their suffering they seek help from people who are spitefully jealous of those with life. They drag down living humans in order to share with them their suffering. To me, that sounds like they drag down humans in order to share with them their, meaning the ghost suffering. I don't know, for some reason, putting living humans and share with them closer together, like I did, it makes it sound like their suffering belongs to the ghosts. But if we put their suffering closer to living humans than share with them, I think, for example, they drag down living humans in order to share their suffering with them. That sounds more like the ghosts want to take on the living humans' suffering. That sounds like the ghosts are suffering. You mean the one I have right here? The ghosts are suffering, but they're making the humans suffer that same suffering. Do we have any idea what home tobikomda meant? Oh, no, I didn't ask. I'm so sorry. Oh, and yeah. Actually, we don't have to go to work tomorrow because it's Good Friday, and it's a holiday for the company that I translate for, that my coworkers work for. So there's no reason for me to go in. And really, Chrysler has the day off too. So we won't be going in. I'll have to wait till next week. But I think for now we know what they meant by the Homo tobikoma. I think we know what they meant. I mean, because it already said that he tenlaku'd off the platform, which means to fall off the platform. And I guess if he dove from the platform, it would kind of be like falling from the platform. I don't know. They drag down living humans in order to share with them their suffering. Yeah, it kind of does sound like they're sharing the suffering that belongs to the humans. They drag down living humans in order to share their suffering. How about that? How about we just do that? Sometimes in their suffering they seek help from people who are spitefully jealous of those with life. They drag down living humans in order to share their suffering. No, that means no, I just don't like sentences. They're so linear and like one piece after the next. It's hard to tell which piece goes with which. I don't like it. Language sucks. Alright. Joe Fat 2015. How you doing, Fat Joe? Joe Fat? Thanks for joining. I don't think I've seen you before. I hope you stay. I hope I don't scare you away with my, I don't know, my Japanese. Alright. Sometimes they drag down living humans in order to share. Hey, you say you spoke. Great. Okay, I like when people participate in chat. So everyone tell Joe Fat 2015 hello and make him feel welcome, please. Because you guys are all awesome, and I'm sure anyone would like to spend time in the chat room with you guys like I do. So maybe it's the word share. Share sounds nice and polite and kind. Give a shoulder to cry on. Yeah, you might. You might be right, Josephine. So if I said they drag down living humans in order to spread their suffering, in order to spread, is there another word? Hello, dude. All right, thank you, Josephine. In order to, they drag down living people in order to make them feel the same pain. Yeah, I mean that's very unambiguous. It's very clear. In order to give them a taste of their pain. And give them a taste of is kind of like sharing with it. So either way, I think the literal idiomatic meanings kind of overlap here. So how about that? So do you guys, in order to give them a taste of their pain. Yeah, I think that sounds pretty good. What do you think? You think okay? Okay, you said yeah, Gently, so that's good. Thank you, Gently, for the suggestion, though. Even though I didn't use it verbatim, it did help me to abandon the word share. So thank you. All right, let's move on. Jisatsu no meisho. Oh, there's that word, Jisatsu no meisho. You guys remember that from Fatal Frame 5, right? That works. That makes sense. Thank you, Josephine. I like your feedback. So yes, don't be afraid to give me feedback just because Gently Caressed already did or someone else already did. It's nice to get multiple feedbacks. It's nice to get lots of feedback. I don't know if it's a countable or uncountable noun, but thank you for the feedback. The more the better. 自殺の名称、自己多発地域と呼ばれるような場所もこれが原因になっていることが多い。This is often the reason behind places being considered famous suicide spots or accident-prone areas. Yep, from Japanese to English. Oh, yes, that's right, Joe Fat. I am translating Silent Hill 3. It's freely available in English. There's no reason that you can't play it in English. I'm just kind of... Feedback is non-countable. Thank you, Jelly. Okay, so the more feedback, the better. Wow, that's pretty impressive. Oh, thank you. It's not like I just learned Japanese real quick. It takes time. So once you know how long it takes, it's not really that impressive, but thank you. Info has plural form in German. Oh, really? I've seen Germans type infos. Kind of like data, maybe? Datas and datum? Or datum and data? No, it's kind of not the same at all. Alright, never mind. So does that translation work? This one seems a little bit more straightforward, so I think I'm going to move on. Okay. あなたもそういった事件があった場所に近づくときは気をつけた方が良い。特にその事件が起きた日や時間にはあなたもそれになりたいのでなければ。Okay, so there's several sentences here. So I'll take the first one. あなたもそういった事件があった場所に近づくときは気をつけた方が良い。You should take care when getting near places where such incidents have occurred. His last game was PNO3, and before that was Fatal Frame 5, and I wandered in at the end of Haunting Ground. Just one ground. There's only one. But there could be two. There's Demento and Haunting Ground, so maybe. But I only played one of them. So that's all the info I have. It's okay. I'm not a nitpicker. So you were here at the end of Haunting Ground. I did not know that. I thought you came in. I remember you coming in. My first memory of you, Josephine, is when we were at the Sulphur Springs in Fatal Frame 5. I don't know why. Oh, one ground, okay. Yeah, it's no big deal. Yeah, for some reason, the Omagatsuhi. No, not Omagatsuhi. Omagakyo is the place in Fatal Frame 5 where I remember meeting you, Josephine. I don't know. There were Sulphur Springs there. I don't know. So you remind me of sulfur? I don't know. That's not the case. For just some reason, that's the flashback I get. Anyway, but thank you for being here from Demento or Hunting Ground. I didn't remember that. Okay, so next sentence. 特にその事件が起きた日や時間には especially on days and times, and especially on days and at times. So does that make sense to say especially on days and at times when the incidents occurred? I thought if I said especially on days and times when the incidents occurred, but then I thought, well, if I read it separately, especially on days and especially on times. Normally you don't say on times where the incident occurred or incidents occurred. You would say especially at times when the incidents occurred. Especially on the days and times. Sounds okay? Especially on days and at times when the incidents occurred. I'm just going to say especially on the days and times when the incidents. On the days and times sounds fine. Good. Okay, I was hoping so. But on days and at times does too. Really? Okay. Just for some reason, even though it's grammatically correct, adding the at between days and at times, it just kind of threw me off. So I'm just going to say especially on the days and times when the incidents occurred. So thank you guys for your input. I really do appreciate it. And it does totally affect what I end up going with, because I'm not always sure of myself. Because, I mean, I'm just one person. What if other people have, I mean, everyone has a different sense, like a language sense about English. And I would like to get the most feedback about everyone's senses so that we can get the most sensible translations. And that's all I'm going to say about sense. Because I've said sense several times. Okay, あなたもそれになりたいのでなければ. If you don't want to share the same fate. So let's look at it all together. So you should take care when getting near places where such incidents have occurred, especially on days and times when the incidents occurred, if you don't want to share the same fate. Now that sounds really ridiculous in 3 sentences like the Japanese, so I may need to, yep. So I'm going to make it one sentence. I'm going to combine those. So, yeah, combine everything. Well, I'm going to combine the first two sentences. So it'll look like this. How about that? You should take care when getting near places where such incidents have occurred, especially on days and times when the incidents occurred. On days and, on the days and times when incidents occurred. If you don't want to share the same fate. Yeah, I think I'll leave it like that. I don't want to add all three of them to the same sentence because that would just be a little bit overboard. Okay, well, I thank you for your patience in reading that newspaper. That was for a Japanese newspaper, that was a very simple news article. And there's really no reason to take that much time to do that. Well, there is reason. I mean, if you're learning Japanese. If you're not translating it, of course, it's not hard to just read it. But oh, I think this is cutscene. Yes, it is. So this only occurs if you read that newspaper. So this is the Chibakure, I think is what it's called. Chibakure. Okay, so you got to climb back up. That is the secret. Don't run down. For some reason, when I first tried to climb out, the first time that happened to me, I, for some reason, thought that I couldn't climb out, and I just ran down the tracks, and that was a bad idea because I got ran over by a train. So, note to everyone, please don't do that. Well, you can if you want to see it, but Jibakure. Oh, okay, thank you. Jibakure. Where was it? Oh, there it is. Yes, Jibakure. Okay. Jibakure. So that thing that just pushed me in was a Jibakure, or a earthbound spirit. So that cutscene doesn't happen unless you read about Jibakure. I think there's stuff here. Oh, yes, there is. Eiyo drink o teniireta. You got a health drink. Let's see. Oh, Joe Fat 2015, you're still here. Thank you. I hope you stick around. So normally we only stream for about an hour to an hour and a half. So, I mean, if you don't like the stream, it'll be over soon. Not asking for change in that translation, but I have to make a comment. If you don't want to share the same fate is like overkill. People already decided they didn't or did want to share the same fate. Let me think about that for a second. Let me get that back up. If you don't want to share the same fate. Japan papers and video games are silly. Let's see. Maybe they do want to share the same fate. You should take care when getting near places where incidents have occurred, especially on days and times when incidents occurred. So, yeah, the first two lines, here, I'll number them. So we've got 1, 2, and then 3. So the first two make the assumption that you don't want to share in, unnecessary pain that doesn't belong to you, that belongs to someone else who has already experienced that, and maybe it just seems overkill for the game to tell us that. No, I think it's like a joke, not a joke, but it's like, well, basically jokes defy assumptions, and that's kind of why they're funny. Like, I don't know. It's hard to make up a joke on the spot, but basically you talk about something one way, and then, like, oh, this bitch, she thinks she knows everything, and I don't know, just bad mouthing this person, telling a story, and people that you're talking to think that you're talking about a stranger, and then at the end you say, and so that's how I wished my sister good luck at college or something like that. And I don't know, that's not a joke because I didn't explain anything. But I'm just saying, like, when you defy the expectations, it makes the joke. Because you're like, oh, I thought it was this, but it was actually this. I mean, anyway, that's one style of joke. It may not cover all jokes. But, so the first two lines assume, and the audience shares in that assumption just because as a matter of survival, we normally avoid pain and suffering and bad ends, as those first two would result in if you lingered around such places where the incidents occurred at the same time when they occurred. And then three is like if you don't want to share the same fate. So it's like, well, yeah, duh, but if you do want to share the same fate, go ahead. So I'm trying to think of another example where I've seen that in English. Well, it could be even like just talking about like operating systems or browsers or something like that that people are privy to. You could say, well, if you don't like troubleshooting for hours on end, well into the night, don't use Linux. But if you said like, don't use Linux, just without any qualification, then at the end you might say, if you don't like troubleshooting into late hours of the night. Of course, you could say something like, if you like, you could say use Linux, and then later you qualify that by saying, if you like making your operating system as efficient as possible and just to your liking. Tobikomi Jisatsu. Oh, okay, yeah, diving suicide. Welcome back to Killer Ducky. Oh, I remember Killer Ducky. How you doing, Killer Ducky? How you doing, buddy? Okay. Anyway, I think I belabored that point way too long. But if you don't want to have the same thing happen to you, do this. So there was nothing down here besides getting pushed. Oh, there was the AO drink. AO drink. How would you write the last line as, unless you'd like to share the same fate, that is? Yeah, that's a good one. Yeah. Actually, I was thinking of that, gently. But no, I mean, I didn't really ask anybody. But now that you do say that out of your own volition, without me even suggesting it to you, it makes me think that it really is a good idea. So I think I will do that. So if you don't want to share the same fate, that is. And that, I think that makes it a little bit better at standing on its own as its own sentence. Because if you don't do that, it does kind of sound weird as the last sentence. If you don't want to share the same fate, that is. And I think that kind of gets my drift across that I was trying to explain. I didn't really explain it in a good way, but yeah, basically, blah 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 blah. That is, in this assumption that I'm going to make clear for you. Oh, I see. So it's not really a warning. It's more of a sort of light sarcasm, I guess. Well, sarcasm is when you say something but mean the opposite thing. So not really sarcasm, because they actually do mean if you don't want to share the same fate. Sarcasm would be, that's so good, when you really mean that sucks. So yeah, sarcasm is where you say words that mean the opposite thing, but the tone of your voice makes it clear or vaguely points to the direction you're going for. Yeah, that just kind of floats there. It's not a yeah, okay. So yeah, I like that. I like the that is. So here's the new one. So if you don't want to share the same fate, that is. But if you do, go right ahead. Yeah, that is really seals it. Yeah, I think so too. Thank you, Gently Caress, for gently caressing that sentence with your dope vocab. Alright. So yeah, I think that makes it a lot better. Okay, so yeah, I don't think there's anything else here. I could try going across the tracks, but I don't think that was going to end well. And because there's no tank controls, you got to be really careful about changing directions once the camera changes. because forward is not always up, or up is not always forward. Oh, and I did it again. So yeah, this is the bane of tank controls. Okay, so there's another platform over here I can go to. Tobikomi Jitsatsu, huh? Japanese has a lot of blah blah jitsatsu. Oh, Dr. Kaufman is here. Man, we're getting some new people here. Hello, Dr. Kaufman. Whoa, an instant greeting. I like you already. So, I really like it when people interact in the chat. It makes things a lot more enjoyable, I think. And it gives me something to talk to. I mean, not something. Gives me someone to talk to. Gives me something to talk about. I'm the reincarnation of Dr. Michael Kaufman. Okay. Google Michael Kaufman. Oh, he's from Indianapolis? What? Oh, he's a character in Silent Hill. Also featured in Silent Hill Origins. Oh. Okay. And Shattered Memories. All games I haven't played. I guess I played the first part of Origins, but I didn't play it enough to remember the name Michael Kaufman. From Silent 1. Okay. Now keep in mind, I have not played any game except Silent Hill Homecomings and Silent Hill 2. Earl Striker is here too. Man, you guys are just flocking in here. Thank you guys. Thank you for flocking. Waka Flocka? I don't even know who that is. See, Yakimi Jisatsu? Another person? Wow, hello, yes. Thank you, Josephine, for greeting the new people. So, this is awesome. How many people we got in here now? No, we got Josephine, Gently, E10, the classics, and then Kaufman, Earl Striker, and Joe Fat, the new people. So we got 3 on 3. No, it's not a contest. So let me look up this Yakumi Jisatsu. Yakumi Jisatsu? Oh, Shoshin Jisatsu. Okay, I should have known that. Self-immolation or burning oneself to death? Okay. Shoshin Jisatsu. Thank you, Jelly Chris. Okay, so now we'll go to platform 3. This is the actual platform for Bergen Street, or as I thought it. Oh, no. This is Hazel Street. Bergen Street. No, okay, we're bound for Bergen Street. But in Japanese, it's Bargain Streeto, so it looks like Bargain Street or Sale Street. So there's a bargain sale. I don't think we actually say bargain sale in English. It's just, I've heard it so many times in Japanese that I think it's an English word, but it's really not. There's also Tobiyori Jisatsu. What is that? Holy shit! So, I feel so foolish, but I will explain in my defense. It's locked. I will explain in my defense that I can hear no audio absolutely at all from the game. Because my HDMI out from the computer doesn't do audio, apparently. I'm already repeating myself, but prepare for a bunch of text translation as well as the gameplay. Oh, yes. If you're talking to the new people, yes, there will be text translation. Although this game is much lighter on the text translation than Fatal Frame 5 was. Fatal Frame 5 was like a visual novel in an action-y game. But this one's more of an action game. Oh no, there's the health meter. So I don't know where to go. Oh wait, I know. See, that's why I shouldn't have used the nut breaker so quickly yesterday. Inu ga iru. Minage is also a method of suicide. Minage, I think, yeah, I've heard of that one. It's where you throw your body off of the cliff. Tobiyori Jisatsu. Tobiyori, is that different than Tobikomi? Tobiyori Jisatsu? Tobikomi Jisatsu? Let me see. By the way, if you're new, feel free to ask any questions you would like about Japanese. Kill oneself by jumping from a tall building. Oh, okay, so Tobiyori Jisatsu, that makes sense. Now, Tobikomi is probably jumping onto the tracks, right? Tobikomi Jisatsu. Oh, I didn't see your earlier one. Gameplay will happen, but a lot of translation goes on as well. Yes. Tobikomi Jisatsu is probably jumping onto the tracks. Kill himself by jumping in front of a train. Okay. All these pleasant words. Okay. So I need health. helps. Wow, look at those shadows. Those are pretty good. Okay, so I used the nut breaker over here. So I'm going to go through the doors. Minagi is for when you throw yourself into water or fire and die. Oh, I didn't know that. Ooh, look at those guys. They look like they want to hurt me. Weasel Street. Oh yeah, I just got your joke after the stream yesterday about hazelnuts and crack the street. I got it later, so thank you for that joke. It was funny. I just didn't get it right away. Kaguchi? Higuchi? I think Higuchi is a fire exit. Like a crater? Oh no, Kako. Oh, Kako, yeah. Crater. Kako is crater. I think it can mean like the top of a volcano too. Very specific suicide method. Oh. I was about to ask about that jelly. Fire must be a different word, surely, though I can logic out drowning in fire. Plausible. Logic out. I've never heard that phrase before. Logic it out. Oh, here it is. That's where I'm actually supposed to go. 扉は固く閉じられている。この扉を開けることはできない。So this door is firmly closed. You can't open it. Or I can't open it. I think I will actually say I can't open it. Ooh, look at this. ラッピングされた箱が置いてある。誕生日プレゼントとか Okay, so the reason I didn't translate that last line for those of you who are new, if you're still in here, oh, it's just Joe Fat and Dr. Kaufman. The other guy left. But yeah, if I've already, yes, delayed joke win. Okay, I get distracted. If I've already translated a line, I don't usually go back and look it up to copy and paste it into the subtitles. But if you guys would like me to, just say something in the chat and I will go look for it. But unless you say something, I'll just paste the new lines that I encounter, if that's okay. Here we go. ラッピングされた箱が置いてある. A wrapped box is lying here. 誕生日プレゼントとか? Is it a birthday present or something? いや、違うな. No, it's not that. こんな嫌なプレゼントあるわけない. Oh, I think there are those kind of presents in America. No one would give such an unpleasant present. Do you like that rhyme? No one would give such an unpleasant present. Oh, yes, they would. Oh, Earl Striker is back. How you doing, Earl Striker? Thank you for coming back. I thought I bored you to death, or bored you away. I say weird phrases. I just use whatever word for whatever type of word I need. I'll make noun words into verbs all the time. Actually, I think that's pretty cool, and I think that's it's a nice feature of English to be able to do that. でも、これはもらっていこう。怪物相手に役に立つと思うし。でも、これはもらっていこう means, however, I'll gladly accept it. It doesn't really say gladly, actually, but because she's saying demo, which means however, so just before she called it an unpleasant present. So she said no one would give such an unpleasant present, which in Japanese was こんな嫌なプレゼントあるわけない. There's no way there's such a dumb present. Not a dumb present, but an yana present. So a yucky, unpleasant present. However, I will gladly accept it, even if it's unpleasant, because given my situation, I need to shoot stuff with guns. You'll shoot your eye out, Ralphie. Thank you, Josephine. No, Twitch went weird for a second. Oh yes, that does happen. That happens all the time. However, I will gladly accept it. And 怪物相手に役に立つと思うし. This is the next one. I think it'll come in handy for dealing with monsters. Twitch loves going weird, verbing a noun, etc. Verbing a noun is a meta example of, yeah, doing very such a thing. Turning the noun verb into a verb by saying verbing. Good job. Alright. That is pretty clever, actually. Shotgun を手に入れた. So you got a shotgun. Good job. Okay. Let's look at it. Ooh, shotgun. So, shotgun, where is that? Shotgun. Here it is. Shotgun. No. Okay, I just accidentally deleted everything in my safe or my Excel file for just a second. Luckily, undo was active. Okay, so shotgun. 装弾数最大6発 holds up to 6 rounds. I think I'll. There we go. Shotgun holds up to 6 rounds. 扱いは難しいが、広範囲への攻撃が可能。Hard to wield, but can attack a wide area. Do I want to equip it? Not yet, no. I'll equip the gun. With all these dogs around, I'm going to need to shoot something. I'm very strict about adjectives and adverbs, though. I don't like phrases like real fast or don't take it personal. Or don't take it personal. They should really be really and personally. I should be more relaxed with it since I twist the English language to my demented whims. Yeah, I actually used to think that way, Josephine. But I do not think that way any longer. I don't think that way anymore. Just because I prioritize how people actually use the language rather than, you know, how it would be maybe ideal if there was clearly delineated roles for every type of word. So you probably don't like words like hopefully, right? Like hopefully you'll get that promotion, or hopefully you'll stream tomorrow, or something like that. Because you are not going to stream in a hopeful manner. You're just hoping that it'll stream. So you probably don't like that word. Okay, ショットガンの弾を手に入れた。I mean, real fast, I can see what you're saying about real fast. And don't take it personally. I don't know it, Josephine. Don't I know it, Josephine? Lol. But like, what is it? Oh yeah, so like you don't like it when people say, I'm trying to eat healthy. You would probably say, I'm trying to eat healthfully. Or I'm trying to eat more healthfully. Rather than, I'm trying to eat healthy. To me, it actually weirds me out when people say healthfully. And if you'd like to see people talk like that, just read Consumer Reports, because that's where I first saw people starting to do that. I also don't like when people use data are, because data is actually used as a singular and plural, and actually the singular form of data, which is datum, is hardly ever used. I mean, there's always a lot of information in droves in plural form, because it's really hard to say this is one datum, this is one datum, and then there's, you know, this is no more than one datum. Because within one piece of information, who knows, there may be several other factors combined. So data is so common that I think that we should use it. Data is. If you want to say data are and sound weird, that's fine too. But I totally disagree. I'm not even going to mess with that guy. Not even gonna do it. But there is one of those fat guys that I have to kill. Maybe I shouldn't say fat. Maybe he's just muscular. Maybe he's just ripped. Ripped, literally. 脚立やら手押し車やらごちゃごちゃ置いてあってここは通れない。Let's see. Hard to wield, but give it a... Nope, that's not it. I need to be in the in-game menu. Oh, here it is. 脚立やら手押し車やらごちゃごちゃ置いてあってここは通れない。So, ladders, pushcarts, and the like are strewn about, and I can't get through. Okay, that's all it says. No more text. No dead people laying under newspapers. I might type healthily, but yeah, like that I usually ignore it regardless. Yeah, I think if I ever caught myself saying healthfully or anything like that instead of healthy, I would probably feel bad about myself. And if I ever said data are, I would probably feel bad about myself. I would probably think I was trying to be smarter than I am. That fat enemy needs to eat more healthily. Lol. It is a lol moment. You can't use that word with a straight face. It's hard to speak grammatically in an unironic way. これは防火扉だ。 この先に道とかあるわけじゃない。One thing that always confused me was the difference between あるわけじゃない or あるわけない or あるわけがない。I still don't understand it because it still confuses me why they would even say あるわけじゃない when I would say あるわけがない. There's no way there's going to be a path beyond here. So これは防火扉だ. This is a fireproof shutter. この先に道とかあるわけじゃない. There's no way there's going to be a path beyond here. Gently you wound me. Sometimes the principal at my school took things really personnel and expulsioned a bunch of kids. He shouldn't have done that. Nice. Yes, something in my brain does go off at all of those. The sum, space, times, the principal, no, the principal, as in a rule to live by at my school, took things really personnel. Yeah, that one. And expulsioned. Actually, I don't even know what expulsion means. A bunch of kids he shouldn't have or have done that. Yeah. Sometimes when I hear people talking in certain ways, just if I overhear them at Panera or somewhere, in my mind I correct them. Right? And it's probably not even in need of correction. But there's just certain things that they're not necessarily incorrect, but they just bother me enough where my brain has to say, okay, fix that. And now hear it the other way. I've got to hear it the right way, or it just feels wrong. I've got to hear it a certain way, or it just feels wrong. I shouldn't say right or wrong, but it just feels yucky. One thing that that always has bothered me is when people say antisocial versus social, sociable, or social. So antisocial, if you know, means that you're anti-society and you do violent acts. So really the proper term would be non-social or socially averse. Unsocial, I think you can say unsocial. But antisocial doesn't mean what people think it means, or not the way they're trying to use it. But anyway, that one kind of bothers me. It always has. Maybe since high school. I don't know why. It really shouldn't matter. I should just say, yeah, I know what they mean. And I do. I've never called someone out on it and say, hey, you know, that word doesn't mean what you think it means. I don't think I've ever said that. But anyway. あるわけじゃないとあるわけがない. Generally, can you help me out here? I don't know how to work. It's into it. Oh, okay, gotcha. It's and it's. Actually, I don't really agree with that rule either. Because apostrophes can be used for possessiveness, and trying to pedantically state that they're always to be used for contractions is a mistake. So, yeah, I don't agree. But, I mean, I do use it the way it's, you know, pedantically enforced, as for its versus it apostrophe s. But I disagree. I think that its with no apostrophe shouldn't even exist. Unsocial sounds like you were once social and now you're not so social anymore. No, actually I don't think so at all. For example, unskilled, it doesn't mean you were once skilled and now you are no longer skilled. It just means you never got the skill. So unsocial would mean similarly not that you've lost socialness, but you've just never developed it. あるわけがない. There's no way there is. あるわけじゃない. It's not like there is. Really? This is a revelation. あるわけじゃない. Oh, it's not the case that. あるわけじゃない. わけじゃない. わけではない. It does not mean that. Oh, it's not the case that. Well, okay. It's not the case that. Thanks for joining, Jackakuya. Oh, I think I forgot to welcome somebody. Jackakuya, there was another Jack here. Oh, Jeffrey9946. He already left. Sorry, Jeffrey. I was too busy talking about Jack Squat. Sorry. Didn't mean to get off on a tangent about English. あるわけじゃない. Aru wake de wa nai. It does not mean that. It doesn't mean that. It's not the case that. Yeah, and aru wake ga nai means there's no way that. Yeah, I think I have to agree. There's no way. So I translated this wrong because I said there's no way there's going to be a path beyond here. この先に道とかあるわけじゃない. It's not the case that. Yep, it's not the case. Yeah, there wouldn't be a path beyond here. Yeah. So that's what I need to do. There wouldn't be a path beyond here. Hey, every people! Okay, this is a new thing, Jelly. I'm learning. I blame you. Lots of people coming in today. Hi, every people. There wouldn't be a path beyond here. Okay, yeah, I think that makes sense. Aru wake janai. Aru wake de wa nai. Aru wake ga nai. Yeah. Oh, so in one case it's saying it's not the case that. The other ones there's no reason to believe. So wake can mean, yes, wake can mean reason as well as other things. Let me see. So wake can mean reason and as well as the case. Yes. Jijo. So yes. というわけで、こういうわけで、わけを話す。So wake ga nai means there's no reason to believe, and wake janai means it's not the case that. Oh yes, I've got it. Okay, so I'll type that out for everybody. Wake ga nai. It's there's no reason there would be. There's no reason there would be. And then wake janai, it's not the case that. So first wake equals reason. Second wake equals situation. Okay. I think that doesn't mean works here. Oh, okay, let me try that. That doesn't mean aru wake janai. That doesn't mean. So let me say it the way you're thinking. This is a fireproof shutter. That doesn't mean there's a path beyond here. No, I have to disagree gently. I'm sorry. So this is a fireproof shutter. That doesn't mean there's a path beyond here. I don't think fireproof shutters mean that there are paths. I should probably Google Janai Ganai later. I don't think so. Don't do it gently. Learning is bad. Okay. No, I think if you meant to say that doesn't mean there's a path beyond here, it would be, this would be the Japanese. So it would be これは防火扉だ。だからといって、So here's what you're saying, gently. Right here. Oh, I better. So here's what you're meaning. So これは防火扉だ。This is a fireproof shutter. だからといってこの先に道とかあるわけじゃない。So that doesn't mean there's a path beyond here. Oh, see you. It's 12:32 a.m. over here in England, and I have a long road trip tomorrow. Take care. Oh, Earl Stryker, thank you for joining us. So joining me or us, everyone. Thank you for joining us so late at night. And good luck and be safe on your road trip tomorrow. And I hope to see you next week. Next week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, I will not be streaming. Maybe I will stream Monday or Wednesday. Never mind. It's too late. It's too late to think about all that. But anyway, if you can check on my Twitter, I'll post when I'm gonna stream. But yeah, I need to tell you guys too. I may have to work on Wednesday, so if I have to work on Wednesday, then I will be back here at this apartment on Wednesday, and I will be able to stream on Wednesday. So still no stream Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. So those will all be no stream days. But Wednesday, maybe. So keep an eye on Twitter, I guess, if you want to know. Okay. And anyway, also I want to say that I'm sorry, like, to Josephine and Gently Crest if I disagree with things. It's not because I think you're silly or wrong. It's just how I think about the content that we're talking about. So I don't mean in any personal way. I don't think, oh, Josephine's saying something, she doesn't know what she's talking about, or no, Gently, no, that's not right. You know, it's just what I'm thinking about the content that you're saying. But and I hope that you will do the same thing about things that I think that you think are different. You know, you can tell me what you think too, and then I'll see it your way. So I think wakejanai is often used to dispel misunderstandings. Wakejanai. Right, yeah, like I said, the second wake equals the situation. So that it's when people explain the situation. So the situation is this and this and this. So that second wake was wakejanai. So yes, I agree with you, Jelly. It's not the case then. So yeah, so that would definitely help clear up misunderstanding. So it's not the case that I think you guys are silly if I disagree with what you're saying. It's just the situation is I'm just talking about the ideas themselves. So none of us invented the word healthy or healthfully. So, you know, just because we think one way or another out of it, or, you know, one way or another about it, it doesn't mean, you know, that we are wrong for using the word. You know, it was created before we were. So, or it was created outside of us. You know, it's not like it's our child. So a fireproof shutter could lead to a path, as that would protect the path from fire damage. The potential is there. Okay, unless I just don't know how fire works. My apartment building was on fire in August. No fireproof anything. No fire exits. Well, I understand what you're saying, Josephine. I would think that if it were a fire exit. If it's a fire exit, exits usually lead somewhere, like outside. But fire shutters can be used, as you saw in the beginning of the game. I think you were here for the beginning of the game. When she's walking around the mall, there's fireproof shutters in front of the stores, and that would be to protect them from fire damage. In case there was a fire in another store in the mall, the fire wouldn't spread, you know, to all the stores and damage all the goods and merchandise and all of the other ones. So no, I think fireproof shutters are mostly for containing fires, not for providing a path of exit. I mean, Trixie Wake says, oh, okay, gotcha. So does that make sense, Josephine? The way I'm thinking of fire shutters, or fireproof shutters being different than fire exits. Fire exits, I would definitely say you would need to say that that doesn't mean there would be a path beyond here. Or that isn't to say that. But fireproof shutters are, as far as I can tell, just to contain the fire and doesn't really lead anywhere. Oh, that looks blocked off. I don't even know what I'm doing. I don't remember where I came from. Oh, I got the shotgun. Okay. So I don't want to go to the end of the level just yet. So St. Renata College. Oh, I think I messed up one. Ah, yes. Oh, so here it is. So this is my mistake. Okay, so this is my translation before, because I just saw the Japanese, and I translated on the night oh, it's not saved. On the night of the 4th at around 11 p.m., a man waiting for a train at Hazel Street Station fell from the platform and was hit by a train bound for St. Renata College Station, dying instantly. Because it's St. Renata College, as you can see above there. Repository, oh, a link from Gently. Oh, okay, no, I was sleeping in the beginning. 18 pages just for Wakeda. Oh my. I don't know if I can, I don't know if I can do that. 文末表現わけだの意味と用法 Well, I will download that for later. Let me download it. Let's download to ebooks, Japanese. Wake. Let me rename it. Wake explanation. Explainer. Wake explainer. Okay, thank you, Jelly. I will maybe learn Wake someday. Fire shutters make sense. Okay. 18 pages of learn. Centronata. Yeah. Yeah, it's funny afterwards. So really I meant Saint Renata. Saint Renata College. And yes, I know there's no period after Saint on the signboard. I should probably just do it the way that the game does it without the period. Okay. You convinced me. Saint Renata. With no period. Okay. So Saint Renata must be a guy because he gets no period. I hope you got that joke. It was pretty obvious, I guess, the way I gestured awkwardly. So yeah, it was a pretty bad joke, I know. I will try to make up for it somehow. Let's see. Well, I'm not going to make up for it that way. Oh, there's a dog. I probably shouldn't go this way because there's a dog. But I'm going to. Oh, the lock's broke. Oh, there's another dog. Wow. Oh, I bet I know what to do. I need to go this way. I see a period on the sign. Oh, really? Well, thank you for telling me. I totally missed it. Saint Renata College. Really? I don't see it. I don't see it at the bottom of the T. No. I mean I see how you could see that. It could be the encoding. I'm sorry if the encoding is bad, but yeah, on the actual rendering it's pretty clear. Yeah, no, it's got a serif T. So if it was a sans serif T, then yes, it would look like that. Do signs usually have punctuation? I'm not seeing it. Yeah, it's not there. It's a serif T, E10. I need to. Do I need to? I could turn up the. Oh no, I've got some drop frames. I've dropped 758 frames. I was gonna say if I don't have any drop frames, I could up the bandwidth a little bit, the bit rate. Sorry. Now this Hazel Street has a period next to the T. That doesn't. Okay, so why do they put a period at the end of Hazel Street when the street isn't even abbreviated? Yet when there's supposed to be a period on Saint Renata, they don't put a period. I don't get it. I'm just going to take a screenshot of this. This is ridiculous. Okay, screenshotted. Actually, I'm going to take another screenshot without the health thingy in the corner. Oh, I got 10 of these. Let's use one. Okay, now we'll take Hazel Street, St. Renata College. Oh, oh, don't go way out there. There, I took one. April 1st was yesterday. Oh, so it's one of those jokes. It's a prank. Bergen Street, okay. Bergen Street, here we come. Yeah, here's another oh, this one doesn't have a period. What is going on? Oh, and there's Hazel's without a period. I'll take another screenshot. All this Hazel makes me think of, you remember Sister Hazel? Change your mind. Something like that in the 90s. They were talented singers. No, it was 2 days ago. I guess I was seeing things, the encoding looked okay. Oh, okay. No, I could see, yeah, if I was looking at the font as a sans serif font, without the little curvy things at the feet, then I would totally see that. But see, like this the Hazel Street here, it's, I don't know how to get closer to it. But yeah, with the little footsie on the bottom of the tee, kind of looks like. By the way, I can't really point, but I'm looking at the Hazel Street on the iron pillar, not the wall in tile. But yeah, it kind of looks like there's something else sticking out there, and it could be a period. But yeah, I think it's just a serif tee. Bergen Street. Kage wa akita. So I unlocked the lock. I undid the lock. Oh, camera, please cooperate. Okay, so I'm gonna go over here. Whoa, watch out. Oh, Kage Aquatic, I can't get in here. What am I doing here? Okay, so I'm safe, I think. Don't know, it's Silent Hill. I think the player is supposed to be made crazy. Texture conversion motion press. At first, when that cutscene came up, the first time I played this, I was like, oh no, I died and I did not save. I was so scared. Not scared like Silent Hill scared, but scared like my Silent Hill save is in jeopardy scared. I ain't scared. Okay, I'm just gonna go through here because it seems faster that way. So we're looking for an open door in the subway. Oh, we've been going for an hour and 11 minutes. Oh no, doggy. Slow down. Here we go. I think this is the right way. Oh, there's a drink. Heyo, drink o teni ireta. You got a health drink. Bergen Street. Why bark mummies? Why would you hurt Heather? She's the best. Bark mummies, that's a good word. They are bark mummies. Why are they wrapped like that? Well, oh, maybe they were wrapping them so their heads would stay together and not split open like that. Oh boy, there's a save point. 新聞が座席に置いてある。特に気になるようなことは書いていない。気になることは書いていない。There's a newspaper. I don't think I have this one. I don't think I do. 座席. I don't have this one. Woohoo! Okay. So, 新聞が座席に置いてある. There's a newspaper placed on the bench or the seat. I would say the seat, actually. 特に気になるようなことは書いていない. There's not anything particularly interesting written there. Or written in it. Okay. See this. Oh, I can actually go back here? Oh man, I should probably not move around too much. Oh my god. Ooh. I've never done that before. Oh, Zyroxan! Alright. How you doing? You just watched me die, Zy. That rhymes. Why? I usually call my dogs Bark Barks. Bark Bark is singular. Okay. Why bark mummies? Okay, so I totally failed and just lost all my progress. So this is where we started at the beginning of the stream. Got wrecked. What is this? A normal stream on Twitch? People using that 4-letter word when it's not supposed to be a 4-letter word? Hey Zai, how you doing? Okay, so we basically have to redo everything. But now I don't have to talk about everything and translate it all, so it'll go really quickly. And it'll be like we're actually playing the game. Like a Japanese person was playing the game. A person that's really bad at Japanese that happens to be Japanese. So yeah, we did that. Earthbound spirits galore. They're everywhere. Don't go near them, and don't go on the days and times when they died. But we did, foolishly, so we're going to get pushed out onto the tracks, train tracks. Why you jump off train? Okay, now we're in a normal Twitch chat. And so this is why I like you guys as my small audience, because it will hopefully never get that way.
Yeah, we saw this. Yeah, I get pushed off. Come back up. Right. I'm gonna just equip my gun. I don't think it actually affects my running speed, but I feel like it does. And sometimes that's all that matters. Oh, actually, taking off the bulletproof vest will probably help too. Oh, I don't have the bulletproof vest. Oh, shit. Okay, in my first playthrough, I got a bulletproof vest. I don't know where I found it, because I assumed I was going to find it this time, but I did not. So the bulletproof vest slows down your running speed, but makes you more resilient to attacks from enemies. Maybe the bulletproof vest is still yet to come. I hope so. Even though I'll probably take it off because I don't want to run slow. Especially when I have to redo the entire level. I don't think there was anything down here. Was there? Was there any drink? Health drink? I don't know. LOL, why you jump off the train? It will always be regular Twitch chat if Gently and I can help it. Oh no. I don't want your help then. I don't need that help. Nah. Oh, there it is. That's what I wanted. Okay. But I think you can help it. Or you can't help it. If you can't help it, then it's not in your control. LOL. Welcome back, Zai. Oh, hey, Zai. I think I already saw you. No, I know I actually saw you. There's no mistaking it, because I was super excited to see you, Zai. Thank you for being here. Heather drink. Oh. I'm sure that's what they'll make of me soon. If I die again. They will make a heather drink. Ugh. It doesn't sound very appetizing at all. I didn't leave. Zai, why Twitch? Did Twitch do itself? I don't know. My bot's just extra welcoming. It just likes to welcome you and make you feel welcome in case you don't feel welcome. It senses my hospitality and then adjusts accordingly. So that means I'm not being very hospitable. And it thought it needed to compensate by greeting you again. Right? Maybe the bot just wanted your recognition. It's becoming sentient, and it's in love. Oh no, she didn't use... Oh, there she did. Okay. You guys won't see that in a proper timing because of the delay, but yeah. Like I already said, I don't think that ITS should even be a word. It should always just be IT''S. But that's just me. That being said, oh yeah, shotgun. So let's not go out the back of the train and die like I just did. Okay, so now there's going to be that buff, swole dude laying at the bottom of the stairs. Look at that. He's swole. Confirmed bots in love. Oh, the lock's broke. The door is jammed. Oh, this goes downstairs. What the? Oh yeah, well, that's where we were. Okay. I'm good now. Saint Renata. What was here? I can't remember. Was it anything? No. Was there anything here? I think there was. Retreat! Who am I? Oh, the dog's going up the stairs. I didn't know the dogs could do that. That makes the game that much scarier. Okay. I was thinking, oh, this won't be a very long stream. We'll get done in about an hour. Not so, because I fell off the back of the train. I hope this is the place I'm supposed to go. Yeah, I think I see the red light. Can I skip it? Oh, I can. Just checking the chat room. Doesn't look like anyone's saying much. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm just playing the game now. Now's the time that I should be yapping my yapper. Because, I mean, before, I'm trying to speak Japanese and teach Japanese and give hints to Japanese. And I should really not be doing that. No, I should be doing that. I mean, I shouldn't be talking, frivolously. But I did. And now that I don't have to translate, per se. Now that my only task is to focus on playing the game like a normal person. For some reason, I can't. Oh, Kage wa Akita, that's what I needed to do. Zyrexian randomly plays Jurassic Park theme. That is random. Oh, shit. Couldn't get out of the way of her. Too slow. Oh, they ate each other. With their wide open mouth mummy jaws. Play Jaws over Jurassic Park. Oh, I got turned around. Those damn stairs in the lack of temp controls. Nope, I almost did it again because I was looking. I really gotta pay attention. Especially when I'm going downstairs, because they love to just put the camera in the opposite location. Yeah. Cute little bark mummy, good little bark mummy, be good, and maybe she will give you a fake bacon swatch. What? What is a bacon swatch? I don't even know what that is. Oh, I'm not gonna go out there like I just did before. I have to learn my lessons. Okay, so that was another one I have. I think there's a juice bottle. Oh, here's one. Shingun ga yuka ni ochiteiru. This one I did have. Yuka ni ochiteiru. Yuka ni ochiteiru. The newspaper is lying on the floor. Toku ni ki ni naru you na koto wa kaite inai. There's nothing written on it of particular concern. Now, choo-choo densha norimashita. Nice. So I wrote here, there's nothing written on it of particular concern. And that's because, as you can see, the paper is folded up, so you can't see inside it. If the newspaper was opened up like this, I would have said there's nothing written in it of particular concern. Does that make sense? But yeah, that's why I used on, because you're not cyclically reading or X-ray visioningly reading the inside of it. Bacon strips are shaped like bacon and dog treats. I split them up in threes. Swatch full bacon treat. Bacon strips are shaped like bacon and dog treats. I split them up in threes. Swatch full bacon treat. Oh, I just don't know what a swatch is. That's the problem. So, sorry for my lack of English. Swatch. What is a swatch? A small sample of fabric intended to demonstrate the look of a larger piece. Apply a sample to a surface or one's skin to test or demonstrate the color. A patch or area of material or surface. I still don't get it. I don't know what it is. It's also a brand of watch, apparently. No, I knew that. So, the bacon strips are shaped like bacon and dog treats. I split them up in threes. Swatch for bacon treat. I got your prepositions down goodly. I got you prepositions down goodly. It's like a watch, but Swedish. Swatch. Actually, that does make a lot of sense now that you say that. That solved the mystery for me. I will never forget it. Okay, let me save. I was here, I was so close to the save, and then I died. There's really no reason for that. There's no good reason for that. Yuka ni monshou ga kaite aru. Fumitsukete norowaretari shinakia ii kedo. That emblem is drawn on the floor. Ah, okay, I'm going to change this a little bit. This next one. Okay, so I did have, my line was, I hope you aren't cursed by stepping on it or anything. And I'm changing it to, I hope you aren't cursed or anything by stepping on it. Yeah, because it's norowaretari, so cursed or anything, rather than cursed by stepping on it or anything. Yeah, so the first one would be like, if the Japanese said, 踏みつけたりして呪われなきゃいいけど. So here, let me type that. So here's the first one. 踏みつけたりして呪われなきゃいいけど. And this one is 踏みつけて呪われたりしなきゃいいけど. So does that make sense? I don't know if you can see that. So now you can probably see it. So those are the two different sentences. Very, very close. So, do my homework for me? Hey, do my homework for me. Sorry, I didn't see that. Yes, I'll do your homework for you. Sure. Just let me know what your homework is, and I can help you. Well, if you could wear bacon, it'd be a material, and I cut it up in threes, so it's be a swatch. Tada no noroi no monsho da. It's just a cursed emblem. It'd typos everywhere. Kini suru koto wa nai. Yes. Kiddo seems like a special word. Oh, yeah, I guess I didn't translate kiddo. But yeah, I guess in this case it doesn't really mean but. It just means trailing off. So the comments aren't in first person. Actually, no, the you here isn't a second person you. You meaning everyone. I hope one isn't cursed or anything by stepping on it. I just don't like using the word one. I mean, you could use that. Here, I'll show you what it looks like. I hope one isn't cursed. I hope one isn't cursed. I hope one isn't cursed. Trailing off like the 10 ellipsis thing? Yes, that's what I meant. I don't know, do you guys agree, or do you think kiddo means like but or something else? Usually kiddo means but I think this time it's just trailing off. I thought it was supposed to be Heather's thoughts. Oh, it is. It is. Yeah. So it's not the narrator saying, I hope you aren't cursed or anything by stepping on it. It's not a booming voice in her head saying, I hope you don't get cursed by stepping on that. That would be weird. That would actually make the game more creepy. I hope you don't die if you walk off the back of the train. That would be nice. That would have been helpful to have that voice in my head, in Heather's head, when I just walked off the back of that train and had to redo everything. But no, it's like I wrote there. I hope one isn't cursed by stepping on it or anything. I don't know about the word one. I mean, I know it's a good word. It's just colloquially, like in speech, I use you, and most people I know use you if they want to be taken seriously. My internet went crap. I'm hearing you now, though. I'm hearing you know, though. I would too gently. Sounds like an ellipsis thing, like you said. I hear it mostly when one is worried about something. Oh, okay. Thank you for that, Zai. I'd use I, me for the translation. I hope I'm not cursed by stepping on it or anything. Okay, I could. Yeah, I mean, why not? I hope. I mean, I think she's saying it meaning anyone. I hope it's not one of those emblems where one is cursed by stepping on it. But I mean, I can try it like that. I hope I'm not cursed or anything by stepping on it.
hope I'm not cursed. Yeah. Now I mean. Okay. Or I guess when they are thinking to themselves. Yeah, when you're thinking. Yeah. It's like. I don't know. I'm trying to think of an example. So you've never heard you used to mean any one person? Like instead of one? I hope one isn't cursed. I hope you aren't cursed. I hope you aren't. Yeah, like if you say, you know how when you go to the, I don't know, when you go to find something and it's in your hand? I mean, I guess technically I'm saying you, like you, but I'm talking about, you know how when one, in general, is looking for something and then they find it in their own hand. Hey, Kitten Gamer 98, thank you, Josephine. You beat me to the punch. You beat me to the kitty punch. The kitty cute paw fluffy punch. So, hello, Kitten Gamer 98. Welcome to the stream. There's quite a few people here. There are 6 people here. Half a dozen. Yeah, hello. Boop. Okay. I hope I'm not cursed or anything by stepping on it. Yeah, I think if I'm going to use I hope I would say I hope I don't get cursed. I hope I don't get cursed by stepping on it or anything. I hope I don't get cursed or anything by stepping on it. I mean, that sounds fine. I guess I'll do it that way. I hope I don't get cursed or anything by stepping on it. Yeah, that sounds okay. But yeah, I did make it a point to keep all of the subtitles in first person as much as possible. I still need to go through all of the comments one more time and make sure that they're in first person, but I may wait until the end because I would have to go through it several times, because for me at least, when I translate, I'm just thinking about the general gist of the sentence, and I'm not thinking, oh, what else do I have to what other rules, translation rules have I come up with that I have to conform to? I mean, those do come up, but a lot of times when I'm just typing, you know, you got the meaning in your head and you just want to type it out, you know, in any way you can and then edit it later. And sometimes I don't get around to the editing part as much as I would like. So a lot of times I just, you know, bust out the translation and then move on. But yeah, I do try to keep Heather's thoughts in first person, or the yeah, I try not to use a narrator to tell her anything. But I think I do still have to make some corrections, like for the locked door. I think for the locked door, or the door that's broken or jammed, I think I say you can't open it, and I should say I can't open it. I think you here would be kind of weird because you, LOL, aren't really expecting anyone else to step on it ever. Yeah, I guess you probably wouldn't be. I don't know. I mean, I can see it your way, Jelly. I just don't know. I don't want to make any assumptions about what Heather's thinking. But I think either way, I hope I don't get cursed or anything by stepping on it. That seems like a solid candidate. So thank you guys for helping me come up with that. I hope I don't get cursed or anything by stepping on it. That sounds just fine and dandy. So I'm going to leave it like that. And before I forget, I need to actually do that. There we go. There we go. Alright. So this was at the subway station stairs. Do you want to overwrite? Is it okay to overwrite? Yes, it is. Save ga shūryō shimashita. Save complete. Okay, now we're in Denshanai. Denshanai is inside the train. Denshanai. Where is it? Oh, here it is. Inside train. I gotta go now, but first I want to know your opinion on the cult game. Is the name The Order official? Oh, the cult name. Sorry, not the cult game. Is the name The Order official? I don't know. I don't know. Have they talked about the Order yet? I don't think in this game they've talked about the Order, but when we get to that, I will definitely make a note of that, because I know that it's going to be a tricky one to translate, because it's probably not Zauda or something like that. Or maybe it is. And if it is, I will let you know either way, if you're in the stream. But I don't know if we're that far into the game yet. Okay, yeah, exactly, Showspeed. Yeah, I don't think they've talked about the Order
at all. No, I don't think so. But when they do get to it, I definitely was curious about that myself because I know they call it the Order in other games. And I just wanted to be careful about keeping it translated as the Order just because I feel like I should have to. And it seems like a decent translation, unless the Japanese is so far off that it's losing something by not being more literal. But, oh right, it's in the hospital. Okay, thanks. Okay. So yeah, I think the hospital is coming up. Well, I mean, it is coming up. I don't know if it's a hospital or apartments or whatever. I think it's, yeah, the hospital. Oh yeah, because the nurses. Yeah, the nurses will be in hospital. So, yeah, when we get to that, I'll definitely take note of that. So thanks for the reminder. And I would, yeah, I'm glad that someone else wants to know besides me. Have a good day, man. Yes, Joe Fat, thank you for joining us. Where are you from, by the way, Joe Fat? 2015. Are you from England, like the other guy? What was the other guy's name? Earl Stryker. Earl Stryker, it was 12:32 a.m. It's probably, oh, bye. Okay. I guess the lag was not fast enough, or the delay test, or the delay wasn't short enough. But I hope we get to know Joe Fat 2015 a little bit more next time. So that's so nice that we've got so new people here. So Kitten, are you still here, Kitten Gamer 98? If 98, if that was the year you were born, how old would you be? You would be 17, maybe, or 16. If you're shy because you're 16, I know I was shy when I was 16, but I'm still shy now, by the way. But if you don't want to talk in here, it's totally fine. And sorry to call you out, or have the bot call you out if you didn't want to talk. But if you do want to talk, we're all very friendly people here, and we would love to know you. So anyway, I'm going to end the stream for tonight, and we'll be back tomorrow. Not tomorrow, next week, either Wednesday or Thursday. So yeah, we went for 97 minutes today. That's pretty good. So usually I go for 90 to an hour. That's backwards, but I go from an hour to 90 minutes. That's usually as much as I can tolerate. Just not tolerate like you tolerate you guys, but just tolerate being on stage or whatever. I don't know. Because playing games on stage is not the same as playing games by yourself. By yourself, you know, you can relax, suck at the game, you know, skip over stuff you don't want to look up. But I mean, so there are, for the very same reasons, those are advantages to play in front of people, because you're forced to, you know, at least get halfway confident at the game so you don't look like an idiot. And then you have to look up all the words, or at least look them up ahead of time, so that you can know what they mean and help people out. So yeah, I like the opportunity to play these games with you guys and help you understand the Japanese. So if you guys ever have any questions, just please let me know, and I would like to answer them. So Wednesday or Thursday, yes, next week. So I'll let you know on Twitter which is it going to be, but I won't know until Tuesday night. So it depends on how late the meeting goes in Michigan. So if the Japanese workers have a short meeting, they will be back Wednesday morning in time for work. If it's a long meeting, they'll probably stay overnight in Michigan, and we will not work on Wednesday. In that case, I will stay in Illinois Tuesday night into Wednesday and not stream on Wednesday. But anyway, it's too many details. You guys probably don't care, but yeah, Tuesday night, unfortunately, will be the late notice I will have to give you. Oh, the order is Kyodan, so religious group. The order sounds much better than religious group. The order, yeah, I think I'll keep the order, by the way. Thank you, Gently, for solving that mystery. So now when I see Kyodan, I will know that it's the order. Kyodan, does that mean like cult or something? A religious order. Okay, so maybe, yeah. Religious organization, religious order. Yeah. The order. Yeah, that sounds good. I like it. The translator did a good job, or the translators. I don't know how many there were. By the way, do you guys know how to find out who's translating the Project Zero or Fatal Frame 5? If you do, I would like to know who they are so I can meet them. That would be nice to be like, hey, are you translating it too? What did you think about this line? Blah, blah, blah.
and then talk forever about the translation. サイレントヒルに浸透する宗教団体である。名称はなく、単に教団と呼ばれている。So it is the Silent Hill is the religious organization that has infiltrated Silent Hill, and it doesn't really have its own name, and it's simply the religious order. Simply called the religious order. 怪しい魔術や非人道的 I don't know what that is. 非人道的な儀式を行うカルト、宗教団体である。非人道的。I need to look that up. 非人道的。非人道的。Inhumane. Oh, so jindo is like ethical. 非人道的. Okay, that makes sense. So it's a suspicious, magical, and inhumane. No. It's a cult religious organization that carries out suspicious, magical, and inhumane ceremonies. Alright, thank you for looking that up, Jellycrest. So I think that I will call it a night for tonight, and see you guys after a good long weekend. So you guys have a good long weekend. I will try to spend my weekend wisely and get more of this game done, so that we'll have plenty of stuff to go through. And then if I get this all the way done this weekend, that would be nice if I could get it all done this weekend. At least the screenshotting part, and then I can work on it at work. Probably shouldn't say that, but yeah, during the downtime at work, when I'm not working, I'm working on being a better translator. So I translate stuff like that while I'm at work, being a translator. So normally I just practice translating and for you guys while I wait on stuff to translate for at work. See you in 6 or 7 days. Thank you, Jellycrest. So yeah, really, thank you guys all for being here, and I think we got a lot better lines in some of these lines with your guys' help and suggestions. So I really like that, and I hope we do more of that in the future. So I like getting you guys' input and coming up with better and better translations. So I guess that's all for me now. Oh, I got a haircut today. I guess I didn't say that, or maybe I did, but maybe you could already tell. But it's a little bit shorter in back. You guys can't see it, but anyway, that's it. All right, I'll see you guys 6 or 7 days, like Jellycrest said. So thank you. Bye. Okay. Good night. See you guys later. I'll probably stay in the chat room if you guys want to talk. So, but thank you. All right. Have a good entire week, guys. All your meals, all your sleeps, all your being awakes. Thank you, Josephine. That's really nice. Really sweet. Enjoy your days off. Oh, thank you, Zai. So, by the way, Zai, if you ever want to play games on Steam, maybe we could play. That would be cool. I like playing games. Normally I don't have a whole lot of time, but if I have 5 days off, I might be able to. So anyone else that has a Steam account and wants to play a game, if you can see my Steam list, my Steam name is this. And if you have any games that I have, we can play multiplayer. Yay. Okay, anyway. Alright, I'll see you guys later. Bye. Have a good weekend.